You guys ever had one of those like aha moments where you're just like reflecting upon days past and you're like, oh, time to change something? I had one of those moments earlier because I know we've been talking a lot about this gathering that just happened in Orlando that I went to and everybody else went to, and I watched the video on CTFXC, and I see myself standing in the background, just standing off in the background, you know, not talking to anybody, but just standing there. And I think to myself, I'm like, man, I remember being there and I remember just standing there by myself, but I felt like I talked to more people. But then I see the clips from their video and I'm like, wow, I wasn't really talking to anybody. And so it's one of those aha moments where you're like, okay, now it's time to change things. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason for me to have just been standing back there and talking, or not talking to anybody. I should have. I'm just going to learn from it, you know? Where I wish I had gone and talked to more people, because there was no reason for me not to. I just, as you guys know, I get nervous around teenagers, and there were a lot of teenagers there. And so, you know, it's something that I need to change. And so I'm going to change it, and I'm just going to be I'm not a very nervous person. I can get up in front of thousands of people and talk, but for whatever reason, when I was at the gathering, I was a little bit nervous. I don't know why, but, you know, since we're talking in the real now, well, there's a bumpy road right here. Jeez. Since we're talking in the real right now, you know, I'll be honest, I was a little bit nervous. And so I'm going to change that. I'm not going to be nervous anymore. There's no reason that I should be nervous. You know, I can film anywhere I want. I can go talk to anybody that I want to, because there's no reason that that nothing's gonna happen, right? And I think that's an important step in this whole vlogging process, is that you have to be willing to do anything, pretty much. You know, you have to be willing to talk to anybody, you have to be willing to film anywhere and not worry about what anybody thinks is happening or what you're doing. Because it's for you, it's not for anybody else. So, I don't know. I've always thought about doing, I'm like rambling now, but I've always thought about doing a vlog kind of explaining how to do vlogs. Because there are little things that I've picked up over the time of doing them here, and there's little things that I see other people doing that I'm like, you know, maybe you should do it this way. But I don't ever say anything to anybody because I don't think it's my place. We're all in the same boat here. So that's why I've never made a video that's like, this is how you're supposed to do vlogs. Because I feel it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't. Yeah. I'll stuttered up. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll one day do a vlog kind of with some pointers. Not teaching anybody, not telling anybody else how to do what they do, but just a few pointers that I've noticed, and that's just my opinion. You know, take for instance, if you run out of things to say, just turn the camera off, compose your thoughts, and then say them to the camera, because it's no big deal for you to just turn off the camera and then turn it back on again. Nobody is thinking, oh, what happened? He turned off the camera. It's just the way that it works. It makes it better that way. And, you know, and I'm one to take my own advice. I haven't turned the camera off in like a minute and a half now. Or 5, apparently. Oh, dear. Heck, since we're on it, and I'm still on my way into work, let's talk a little bit about this. When you're doing a vlog, there is not anything particular that you need to be doing. I don't think people are so interested in vlogs to see where people are going. I think they're interested in seeing people. Do you know what I mean? Like, take for instance, I always have this thing where I come home at night and I'm like, I gotta go do something, I don't have to go do anything. I like going to do things. I think the idea that people watch my vlogs is because they want to see what I'm going to say about what I'm doing, not what I'm doing. You know, I go to parks all the time, and most of them are the same. You know, there's a walkway, there's benches, there's a body of water, because we have bodies of water everywhere in Florida. As a matter of fact, look, bodies of water. What the heck? They're all over the place down here. And so I think that most people don't really mind you not going anywhere. They just want a non-stagnant shot. Like, take for instance, right now, there's a lot of movement going on in the background, but I'm just sitting in my car. So it makes it a little bit more intriguing because there is stuff happening, and it's not just me talking to a camera with nothing going on behind me. That's just an opinion of mine. Oh, and not that I'm really condoning driving and videotaping, because it is sort of dangerous. Like, you'll notice that a lot of the times that I'm filming while I'm driving, I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at the road, and so it's more like I'm just talking to somebody else that's in the car, but I'm paying attention to the road. Because filming and driving is not the safest thing. You know, it's along the lines of texting and driving, which is not safe at all. But you can get the same effect from just walking and videoing or vlogging. Whoa, that's some sunshine. Now that the day is over and I'm sweating like crazy, let's continue this conversation about how to be a vlogger. My number one hardest rule to follow ever in the world for me is to have inflection in your voice. They sound excited, even if you're just talking to your camera in your car. Like this. Like, there's nobody else here, but I'm not talking like I'm talking to myself. For example, when I'm talking to the camera, I'm not just like, so today we went over to this house and I got a new doorbell. Here's my new doorbell. I think it's pretty cool. No! I don't do that. I'm like, man, check out this awesome doorbell that I just got. It's so cool. I can't wait to get home and put it up in front of my door so that people can come and ring my doorbell. I'm going to call a pizza guy just so that he comes over and he's going to like push the button and I'm going to be like, ring the bell. And then he'll be like, I pushed the button, just answer the door. I know you're in there. And I'll be like, no, use the bell. And then he'll like appease me and do the bell. And I'll be so excited because it's the coolest doorbell I've ever had in my life. Do you understand how that is more entertaining? Not entertaining. I shouldn't say that because everybody's entertaining in their own way. You know what I mean? Another thing that I'm notorious for, notorious, is showing the environment around me. Take, for instance, right now. Look at how blue the sky is. That's why we live in Florida. Because the sky is really blue here. And it's wonderful looking. And that is... most people don't understand, like, oh, I don't live anywhere, like, that's amazing. Like, Florida's not amazing. There's nothing amazing about Florida. It's really hot here. It's really humid. It rains all the time. And people can't drive for crap. But we make it exciting, right? By showing you guys, because not everybody lives in Florida. You understand? People are excited about seeing Florida because they don't live there. I'm excited about seeing snow because I've only seen snow one time in my life. Everybody that lives with snow, like if you live in North Dakota and you see snow 3/4 of the year, you hate snow, right? I don't live in North Dakota. I hate the cold. But I don't hate snow. I enjoy snow because I had a great time when I saw it for the first time at the beginning of this year in February. I went to Utah and I saw snow for the first time in my life and it was amazing. But I'm not too excited about Florida because I live here and it's always hot, right? But everybody else that's from the snow is like, hey, it's hot down here. It's so nice. And I'm like, no, it's unbearable. And they're like, no, it's nice. Do you understand my point? I'm just trying to say it doesn't matter where you live, what you do, what you show, as long as you are excited about it, you know? Because somebody else will be excited about your excitement. It's The Secret. You guys ever read the book The Secret? Neither have I. This doorbell's awesome. Let me in. I could go on about this subject for days. Belle, please don't bark at me. That's Belle. If you guys don't know who Belle is now, she's the dog that barks at me. So anyways, let's move on to this one, trolls. If you guys don't know what trolls are by now, you may not have been on the internet at all. Trolls are people that like or take pleasure in coming to your video and making fun of you. Either saying that you're stupid, saying that you're ugly. There's the only reason that trolls exist is because you care what people think on the internet. If all of us didn't care what trolls said, trolls would not exist, right? Because as we all know, trolls are only out for a reaction. And if you have no reaction, or if you have a positive reaction to them, they might not become trolls or might not be trolls anymore. They'll probably just leave you alone. I make it to pizza pie. By the way, that's turkey pepperoni. See, turkey. Nom nom nom. I got so into telling you guys about vlogging that I left my phone at work. So I'm on my way to go get my phone. Because it's great and all not having a landline, but when you only have a cell phone and you leave your cell phone somewhere, it gets a little nerve-wracking. Oh, I might be a nerd. Oh, I got it. It's here. Ooh. I just thought it'd be funny to show that cloud and then make that noise. Because that's what it looks like. It's like a cloud with a silver lining. It's like, I better get started editing this video early tonight because this stinking internet is going ridiculously slow today. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and now it's time to pay the price. Oh, and have an awesome catchphrase that nobody knows what it means. That'll help you be an internet superstar.